Good morning, guys, and welcome back to day 6 of Mindful Morning. So you should have had a couple of days on your own to practice your own bit of mindfulness, to practice your own bit of juggling, to think about your goals, to think about your habits, to think about everything that we did last week. But let's jump right into Monday morning for you. Jump right into today on purpose. I've got my 3 balls. My positive, my negative, and my gratitude. Let's start off by taking one of those balls and take your gratitude ball, keep the other 2 in your hand, just throw it up and down and around, and let's just check into our space, check into ourself, check into our mind, into our body. So the first thing we're going to do before we do any breathing this morning, or conscious breathing, let's find something in our space that we have not looked at in a while. An object that came from somewhere. And I want you to think about where that object came from. Who delivered it there, to that place. Its background. Where you bought it from, where you received it from. Keep throwing that ball around. My one this morning is this sign. Andy Penlorick made that for us years ago. Who was parent of a member at Circus MASH. And although I see it every day, I don't always think of Andy. But I do today. So just think about that thing, where it came from, who you associate with that thing. And let's just take that gratitude ball and let's just put that on our heart and let's just do some deep breaths. We're going to do 3 in. We're going to do them all for 6 seconds. But let's just think about that object and think about the gratitude around that object. And if there's nothing directly that you can grab from that object, find another one. Find some gratitude that you're feeling this morning. So let's take a deep breath in, pushing that gratitude ball onto our heart, and let's start. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final time, I want you to bring a smile to your face this time. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take our positive ball. Let's push it right onto our heart. And this time I want you to think about something that you're going to do today to make it great. An intention you're going to go into today with. Maybe it's an action. Something you're going to do today to make it great. Breathe in, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep thinking about that. What are you going to do to make today great? Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A bit of a smile as that breath comes out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's now take our negative ball and collect all of the worries in our mind, any anxieties we have today, any anxieties we have for the week. We're going to just put them inside this ball, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to squeeze this. I want you to squeeze it in one hand or the other. And I want you to take the other two balls and I want you to put them on your heart, okay? And as we squeeze this, think as you breathe in about collecting anything that you're worrying about now, anything that's on your mind. Collect it. Imagine this tornado going in, whirling all these thoughts around. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out right down our arm and put the energy right into this ball. Okay, so let's do that same thing over 6 seconds. Breathing in, collecting that negative energy, those negative thoughts. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Each time remembering that all of that flowing energy, all of those negative thoughts are going right into this ball. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathing out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's just put all your balls in both hands. And let's just take a second to think about our goal. So the whole point of this 2 weeks is really to set ourselves a goal, and it's to give ourselves 20 minutes each morning to find that goal. And as soon as we've found it, to just reflect on it and just reflect on the actions that we'll need to take in order to achieve that goal. And it's really reminding ourselves every morning, and especially for these first 2 weeks, is that goal right for us? Do we want to evolve that goal? Do we want to shape it? And we're just giving space and time to just evolve that thought. So we've got 5 days left, 4 days after today, to solidify it. So what you'll be able to do, if you go onto the Mindful Mornings feed on the Space Plans platform, there'll be a downloadable, which is a downloadable goal sheet. And on that, it asks you what's your goal, and it will ask you what 3 milestones are for the next year. So think about it as 3 months apart. So you go ahead and download that later on. But let's just take a second before we do any juggling to think about our goal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our balls like this. We've got 3 in our hand, okay, and we're going to squash them together in that triangle formation, and we're just going to turn them, and we're going to imagine that this is a wheel on our bike. Okay, so we started a bit of a visualization last week about a bike moving forward. Okay, so we're just going to kind of start that wheel turning this morning, and it starts right now with our day. So let's just check in with our goal and just tell yourself 3 times what that goal is. And let's just jump right on into our site swaps. Okay, so we're going to have a quick reminder actually. We're going to start off with our positive ball. So let's run through our site swaps, and then we're going to jump into visualization. So site swap 1 is this ball, one ball going straight across to another hand. Okay, let's use our positive ball for this. Positivity for our week. Okay, straight on across, on across. Number 2 is a silent ball in a silent hand. Number 3, one hand to the other. Head height, and number 4 is one hand catching in that same hand. Like 4 head height, same height as 3. Okay, let's grab our second ball. Let's grab our negative ball. Positive and negative we've got. And we're just going to start off, Okay, so let's start off running through just all of the little cogs that we've got on this bicycle, all of the little elements to it, and then we'll do a bit of a visualization. So we've got 2 balls. Let's think back to last week and let's remind ourselves of all of the little elements of the ball. Let's start off with 2, a silent ball in a silent hand, us sitting there on that bike, ready to move forward. We've got 1, which is our handlebars. Okay, so let's give that a throw. Okay, 1 ball's going to one hand, 1's going to the other, straight across horizontally. There are handlebars that we're holding on to, that as soon as everything starts moving, we can use to steer us. 3, 3, 3, our pedals. 3, 3. This might be quite difficult if you're first starting out. Dedicate a bit of time to this. Think about it as those bike wheels. Throw, throw, catch, catch. So if you're just practicing right now, just give them a try. Remember, any drop ball is a drop ball and it can be picked right back up. So don't be frustrated about that, because that's just how it is. Just like a lot of things, sometimes we can pick it right back up and carry on. In fact, like Bob Ross there. I don't know why. A happy little tree in the corner with the mountain and the bike. Okay, 3, 3 is our pedal. 4, 4 is our movement forward, our movement towards that goal, and our movement across that bridge. Okay, remember, underneath that bridge there's lots of flowing water with lots of things moving down, lots of extra thoughts, lots of life things happening, going on in our surroundings. Okay. So let's just run through that real slowly. And let's imagine ourselves on our bike. So I don't want you to do too much throwing and catching here. I want you to do a bit more reflecting, thinking about your goal and the milestones that we need to work towards to get that. So let's start off sitting on our bike seat. Let's imagine ourselves there. Let's imagine ourselves holding our handlebars. Okay, we're looking ahead. We've got our goal, and there's so many beautiful things around us, okay? And we're just going to grab onto those handlebars, and we're going to become conscious of the thought, the feeling of holding onto those bars. In the back of our mind, we are on our seat already, so as we throw those wands, just have that moment, catch that thought, we're on our bike, we're ready to go. The only thing I need to do now is press go. Okay, in my mind, let's start pedaling. Okay, in any way you want to, at any time, throw a 3, 3. Okay, 3, 3. Okay, and that's starting in our pedal motion. And you'll notice you might drop if you're new to juggling straight away. That's okay. We've just taken off the stabilisers of our bike, so we're okay. We've got to practice getting there. It's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of conscious thought. 3, 3. 3, 3. If this is okay, you're managing to move on that bike, alternate your hands. So start with your right hand, then start with your left. And again, in the back of that mind, know that you're on that seat and we're travelling forward. 4, 4. We're starting to move. 3, 3 needs to happen for 4, 4 to work. 4, 4 is our moving forward. 4, 4. And let's just stop. And let's just take a 10-second reflection with a breath in about what just happened there. Did we drop the balls? Did we fall off our bike? Did we move anywhere? Did we stay still? Okay, let's take 10 seconds, taking a breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to 4-4 and let's just check in with our positive and negative habits. Let's start with our positive. So just throw that positive ball up in a 4. As we move forward, we'll need those habits. We'll need them to reach our milestones. What are those milestones? This week, again, is about reflecting on what those are. There's 3 of them. What's going to happen 3 months from now to know that I am working towards that goal? At 6 months and at 9 months, maybe the best thing to do is work backwards. So visualise yourself, see yourself at the end of that bridge and work backwards. What happens to happen 9 months from now, then 6, then 3. That might be a better way of going. Let's switch it over. Let's think about all those things that may steer us away from where we want to be. That goal, where are we trying to work towards? And reflect on what we may need to do to help ourselves. Start to break away from those habits. If you're struggling throwing and thinking at the same time, throw up, catch it, and then think about it. Breathe the energy into that ball. That might sound strange. For me, that ball is in my hand. It's almost like a little... That ball is in my hand. And I'm squeezing it. I know that that ball's getting some energy from me. Okay? And that stays in there. So whether it makes sense to you or not, just go with it. See what happens. Let's jump back to our 3-3. Okay, so this is really important, really, in our whole mindful morning journey, our whole juggling journey as well. This is a real foundational starting point, the hardest starting point, really. And that's to start that consistent pedaling. So let's just have a minute. Yeah, a minute of just practicing that. Throw, throw, catch, catch. And just for that time, focus solely on the juggling. Don't worry about anything else. I'm asking you to do 2 things here sometimes. Well, most of the time. Juggle and think, which is quite difficult unless you can juggle without thinking. Does that even make sense? Throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. I'm going to leave you this morning with a little bit of a quote. I've been going through all of my mindful morning notes from last year, and one stuck out this morning, which was, you can make a choice to make a change. You can make a choice to make a change. I don't know why that stuck out to me this morning, but it did. So let's take all 3 of our balls. Let's squash them on our heart. I introduced you to the Circus Mash quote last week, which was dream way too big and forget not your purpose, but live every day like your life is a circus. So I'm going to say that one more time. And as soon as I finish that quote, what I want you to do is I want you to throw all your balls up in the air and just watch them drop to the floor, okay? Hands on heart. Dream way too big and forget not your purpose, but live every day like your life is a circus. Have a gorgeous day. Keep those thoughts mulling over as you go through the day. The important thing is to connect to them every morning, to remind ourselves, okay? Whether we achieve our goal or not, you know, we're heading towards it. Okay, and the important thing is we enjoy that journey of every day, just connecting in. Okay, have a lovely day. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Take care, guys.